Welcome back to Nerd and Culture. NightWing has been rumored lately to make an appearance on the CW hit show Arrow, which could have been better, and that's why I would be worried if they tried for somebody even more iconic.
Batman has been portrayed in live action before, one of the earliest being an actual TV show.
Being the only other live action TV show of Batman, this is an important relic to the Dark Knight's history. The sales of Batman comics were fairly low, but soon Batman had a reimagining into the form of the campy Batman that Adam West soon portrayed in the TV show, regaining popularity for Batman, cementing itself in the history of the Caped Crusader.
But what if we had a reimagining in today's time? Tackling Batman is one thing, but TV shows are a whole different entity. Like for instance, money. The difference between the Dark Knight's budget was roughly $180 million, where DC's lineup of TV shows was an estimated $3.5 million per episode.
Some of these shows include Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, etc. But unlike these shows, we want them to be good.
I actually like them.
So we don't really want it to be on the CW, but maybe better platforms like Netflix or HBO. Because we need to make DC television great again. Hashtag make DC shows great again.
Boo. Anyways, so if this did happen on a preferred platform such as Netflix and HBO, we're left thinking, how would it be handled? What approach would they take to such an iconic character? We don't know what they do, but we have a vision of our fantasy rendition of a live action Batman TV show. So open minds for a moment. What if, in a Batman show, we didn't really show Batman too often? Now, stay with us on this one. His presence itself is a huge impact on the show and characters, but this show is based around the whole Bat family. Batman himself will appear, but more or less in the shadows. For example, he will have full conversations and even scenes to himself, but you wouldn't see everything or all of him. An example of this would be Superman's presence in Supergirl. Now picture that, but Batman would have full scenes to himself and with other characters, but in a similar form to Superman.
To set the table, the story would take place in a modern Gotham with a noir twist. This takes place during the birth of the Bat family. The story itself will be semi-based off the comic run Batman Eternal. Why that comic run in particular? Simply because it has the majority of the characters from the Batman mythos, and fits well for a season-by-season format storyline, leaving room for multiple stories and point of views. With Nightwing being one of the main focuses in the first season, the story would open up with something along the lines of Nightwing approaching Batman with one of the invitations to the Fall of Gotham cards, which he found on the defeated Mafia head Falcone.
The first season would focus mainly on Nightwing and Oracle, then slowly towards Jason Todd, heading into the second season, if there is a second season. Meanwhile, Batman himself is looking for clues by what he assumes is a Riddler, helping the Bat family along from time to time.
With Batman being really shown, you need to get what is shown looking good. In most live adaptations of Batman, we always see his eyes through the cowl, but in every comic and cartoon, his eyes tend to be just pure white. In this, we would hope it'd be something similar between CGI and good camera angles. For example, the Deadpool movie, or even to some extent, Spider-Man.
Now, speaking of quality, choreography will be a major key in a successful Batman show. We wouldn't want something like Arrow, for instance, but more along the lines of Marvel's Daredevil on Netflix and Into the Badlands.
The story should stay focused on the main elements and steer away from your basic teenage drama. Cough, Arrow, cough.
So, to wrap this up, you guys may be wondering, who would we cast as characters for this show? I personally would choose Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Nightwing, Jensen Ackles as Jason Todd, and iCarly's own Nathan Kress as Tim Drake.
Wow, I would personally choose Kit Harington as Nightwing, Neil Patrick Harris as Jason Todd, Isaac Ray as Tim Drake.
So, why don't you guys tell us who you picked for castings and what you thought of our ideas for a Batman-esque TV show in the comment section below. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Nerd and Culture. And if you like the sound of my voice, and I know you do, you can check out my channel in the link description below. Peace out.